Great. Hi, I am Ben, the CEO of Coworkintel, the data source of reference for the flexible workspace industry. Today we have Vanessa, founder and co-working consultant at Happy Working Lab. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. So, Vanessa, let's start with giving some context on the impact of the virus on the flexible workspace sector and perhaps the real estate sector in general. What impact have you observed so far?
Well, I'm not an expert on real estate, but I can talk a bit about the co-working and the flexible workspace sectors, which as many of sectors, they have suffered losses by having to limit their operations or close its doors. Well, the co-working incomes entirely depend on providing a service and include payment to different suppliers. That one can be the rent if you're not the asset property, or also supplies, internet, maintenance, cleaning, etc. Without forgetting the personal expenses, which are quite important. So the P&L of co-working business have been affected, especially to those that couldn't manage to negotiate a deal to freeze important payments such as the rent.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you are based in Barcelona. You were one of the first Occidental markets hit by the crisis. Can you tell us how it started and how you've seen co-working spaces reacting to it so far?
Yes, well, everything happens so fast and was very uncertain because no one was ready to face the situation. All the information about what to do was given day a day, actually like nowadays. So still we are receiving information day by day. And I remember to start the lockdown on the 13th of March, and co-working spaces had to work quickly in different strategies. So during the state of alarm, most of the spaces had to freeze memberships payments or offer discounts from 50 to 100% off. Besides, they have also made a huge effort taking care of the community more than ever and carrying out different actions to get closer to their members, helping them with legal advice or how to get funds for their businesses, and also organizing online activities to keep the members connected.
Right. Yeah, that's a very good point. Some asset managers and flexible workspaces listening to this have not yet, or have not at all experienced a crisis of the intensity of the Spanish one. What recommendations would you give to them?
Well, at this moment, I think that almost everybody has experienced more or less the same situation, but it's true that in Spain we have suffered a big impact, like in Europe, like for example in Italy. And well, yes, of course, I have some tips. First of all, this is a tip for those operators who are paying rent. I suggest them to try to make a deal with the landlord and be able to offer a special deal to their members. It will help a lot if the operators go to speak with the landlord with a statement about their economics to prove the business sustainability. During the confinement, I will suggest taking care especially of the members and work on a retention strategy to get personal commitment. Anticipate to them before they leave because it will be much more difficult to get them back later on. So what they can do is to phone call the members, ask them about their businesses and their health, and also segment members and focus on the weeks, offering them discount, or if they are on a flex membership, don't charge them at all. As I said before, to keep them connected, they can organize online activities from webinars to online afterworks. And what I want to point out is that we are suffering physical isolation, not a social. So to be connected on the online, it's very important in this moment. And for the after confinement, they should prepare a guide of prevention measures against COVID. So members' health and well-being have to be operators' main focus to reopen the co-working space. In Spain, operators are currently working to adequate the space and ensure the maximum safety of the members. I actually, last weekend, I actually published a post-COVID guide for co-working spaces on my blog. And to sum up, includes measures about cleaning intensification, air regeneration, access control, the distribution of the space, and some other additional measures. Another tip regarding on how to adequate the space, and a good tip is not make a big investment in the space changes, as this isn't a temporary situation. The vaccine, I hope it will be discovered soon.
That sounds, yeah, that sounds great. I'm definitely hoping for this as well. I was wondering if you've seen in the co-working space during the crisis some residual demand, people not falling out, and looking a little bit forward. How do you think when do you think the demand will pick up, and how will it pick up if it does?
Oh. Well, this is a very difficult question. Honestly, I have no idea when things will be better. What I think is that the co-working sector has been always characterized by its resilience and rapid ability to adapt and respond to new needs. And the coronavirus is not going to be an exception. So I think this is an opportunity to create a better world, and regarding work, to design a better future of work. Focus on the well-being of people.
Yeah, definitely. Now, looking at one of the challenges for operators, I imagine one of the most challenging things has been the relationship between operators and landlords, and their investors and their lenders. Is it something that you've witnessed during your work? Do you have any recommendation on that front?
Actually not, but what I think is that in this hard time, the only thing that we know is that the entire world has to cohabit with this virus, and it's time to help each other, be more supportive than ever, collaborate more than ever, and share solutions for all the parts. So we are together in this health world, and we have to stay unit and supportive.
Yeah, true. I definitely agree. Now, last question. How do you think the flexible workspace industry could sort of position itself after the lockdown to benefit or perhaps just recover from this period?
I think that we will be benefit. Flexibility right now will become more important than ever. I think that the working complex office sectors will grow more than before in a few months. Companies are starting to realize the benefits of flexible work in terms of space, financing, and the mindset in the culture. The space as a service is going to be more understood by corporations from this moment. This is the perfect time to attract this segment.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll wait and see. Thank you, Vanessa.
You're welcome.